Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. So, we're not really going to play all of these, obviously. Since I already played Ace Attorney, we're going to be starting with Justice for All. Now, obviously, I played the first one on DS. I decided, especially since it was on sale, and it's a lot less tedious to record PC games than it is to do the capture card with my DS, that I'd go ahead and continue the series on PC. And I got it on sale. I think it was like 15 bucks, so it's not a bad deal. So hopefully everyone's okay with it. I haven't heard a lot about the PC port, so I would assume it's perfectly fine, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And it's supposedly controller support. If you look down, well, yeah, you look down at the bottom right, you'll see there's a B icon. I'm trying to use my Nintendo Switch corded controller, which works for some games, doesn't seem to work for this one, so maybe it'll work when we get in the game. I'm gonna try it, but otherwise we may have to do mouse and keyboard, which is gonna be a little weird. So let's get started. New graphics are definitely gonna be a little bit weird. Huff, huff. Grr. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright? What is this? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. I don't remember any of the voices that I did before, so it's all going to be brand new. September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. And it does not look like the controller's working. I'll probably see if I can get a Xbox 360 controller to use for next time, but for now, we'll use keyboard controls. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal. Mr. Attorney. I'm gonna see if I can turn off this cursor real quick, unless it looks like we'll need it later. Hold on. There we go. I think that'll help out. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble? What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kinda nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe it. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Gasp. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Uh-oh. Guess I must have amnesia. Well, whatever. Let's see. What can I piece together? Got a stupid controller cord that's not useful. Get it out of the way. From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp. September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. I do appreciate the art upgrade, it's nice. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys in here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? No. What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't. Then why bother asking to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kinda... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me. So, you know, you work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Justin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path. Sir, the landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Yes. This autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing. That's convenient. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Yes, look at this photograph. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 1 added to the court record. I feel like I've gotten his voice. I don't remember any of the other voices now. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing. A very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. I hope you know what that was, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. There we go. So there's my important badge. We have a cell phone that we found in our pocket. But I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. I'm sure the bruises are important. Glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. And crime photo number 1, which is that photo. These are weird controls, by the way. You can change them, but I don't necessarily want to, like, use these controls. So I'm just gonna try to get a controller soon that we can try to play with instead. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, give me just 1 second. Sorry, I just wanted to check something real quick. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab. Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? So, it was the glasses. I'm trying to see, I'm going to look at the recording real quick and see how important it is to not have the cursor on screen. Now, you can still see what I click on. So, I'll probably leave it off unless it seems like it becomes important later. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto him as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Well, I guess you're right. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. You can see the cold, deadly stare in his eyes. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. Seems like an open and shut case to me. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name, clear as day, on the ground. But I already told you those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witness all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? You think people would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question the witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Prepare to get exposed. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. So, hold it! About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Press it some more. Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and the sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that? What? I see. So there's no proof. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal, if you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. So this is obviously the point where we need to present something. We would present the autopsy. Well, are we sure he instantly died? Maybe actually. We can't be sure. I don't know, let's try it. Uh-oh. I guess not. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Alright, let's press it. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... was the name of that of my client? Don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Well... isn't... I don't know. Let's just press it and see what happens. Backspace. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't hunt me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. So do we need to present it here or back here? This is where we need to present it, that... Didn't he die instantly? Is that what it was? Or is it that in this you don't see the word Maggie written? Maybe. Let's try that and see what happens. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't... Aw, crap. Aw, man. And you're certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground. There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand. And there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. Certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going. I'm glad you're all pumped up, but I really want to see your special move, sir. My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Oh, that present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes, the Great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. I'm sure it makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try. Okay. So, present profiles. So is it that the name is spelled wrong? I thought that might have been the case. M-A-G-G-E-Y... Oh, crap. Okay, I think that's what it was. I was gonna go double check, but I think that's what it was. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, "Objection!" And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. Objection! What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. You appear to have spelled it wrong as you verbally said it aloud. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What does that mean? What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Ooh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. Objection! But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. Objection! May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name. No! This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Destin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. Sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time. She and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway, it sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Marriage? Wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? I think this fella has a way to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. The day of the incident. Oh, I just got an achievement. Mind your own business, pal. kind of want those to show up. Let me see if I can put on window capture and get that